I can't get him to take off his shades. We've got, if you don't recognize him, Sirius XM host and sports analyst Mark Packer.
Can I tell you why I'm wearing the shades?
Why are you wearing, what's up? Is it that bright in here? Or
Well,
what's,
I mean,
what's
all
going
the
on?
star power in this studio, yeah, it's bright in here. But I'm wearing the shades today in honor of Steve Spurrier, who this week at SEC Media Days showed up in sunglasses. And I watched that. I said, you know what? That's pretty cool. I'm going to pull that off on Friday on Bounce TV. So that's why I'm going to wear shades in honor of Steve Spurrier.
Maybe
this
he
week.
had like something was wrong with his eye or something.
Could very well be, but it looked good on TV. I said, you know what? If Spurrier at the age of 70 can pull it off, I can certainly do it on Bounce. So I'm going to wear shades for this segment.
Steve Spurrier is going to be honored that
Not to mention, I just got done over there talking with Chris and the boys.
Chris Larson over in the...
Conklin never comes to work. So
he was here all week. What are you talking about?
Sure he was. So I'm over there at the Weather Center, and I noticed he had all his stats and facts. He has the same forecast since like late May. Let me just throw it in. I've always used to say this on radio. In summertime in Charlotte,
it's hot.
High in the 90s, chance of an afternoon thunderstorm. Now there, look at Chris. He's working on it. He knows.
What, you're saying you could do that job?
I just did it. I just gave him the forecast. Tell Conklin, wherever he's spending time at the beach, the mountains, wherever, take another month off. It's going to be the same thing for the next 6 weeks.
You got it. You got his back.
It's no big deal. Piece of cake. What are we talking about?
Okay, let's talk about, you brought up SEC Media Days this week. A lot being discussed. There were predictions on who was going to win the East.
Can I say something about the predictions? Because I know you are a Georgia girl. Right?
Yes, I am.
And the SEC media idiots, us people in sports talk radio, we are absolute fools if you haven't been able to figure it out yet.
Because it's the media who votes on that, right?
We are the worst.
Okay.
We're the worst. We're worse than Conklin's forecast. We are that bad, all right? Here's the deal on the SEC. The SEC media picked your Georgia Bulldogs to win the East.
I think that's a good prediction.
All right. The SEC media picked Alabama to win the West.
Okay.
But here is where SEC math gets fuzzy. The SEC media picked Auburn to win the SEC championship. Now, you explain to me how that works.
How does that...
SEC math. We got Georgia to win the East, Bama to win the West, and Auburn received more votes to win the championship. Maybe everybody should wear shades in the SEC media.
Can you in the media explain?
I can't.
What?
I didn't vote. Listen, I came across it and said, this is utterly embarrassing. It's as embarrassing as Caitlyn Jenner winning that award for courage this week.
Oh, yeah, the ESPYs were on this week.
Can we go a half an hour on that?
Okay. Well, what's your beef on that?
I think her speech was fantastic.
Okay.
I thought her message was out of sight. If a man wants to dress up like you and do that for a living, go for it. I have no issue whatsoever.
Okay.
But if it's about courage, and you see a story like Leah Still, who wakes up at the age of 5, battling for her life. What she does every day has got nothing to do with being on a magazine cover, has nothing to do with doing a primetime interview, has nothing to do with a reality show. If you want to discuss the Arthur Ashe Courage Award, it's not even comparable. I think there's a time and a place for Caitlyn. I don't think that wasn't
the place. Let's talk about the Open really quick because we're getting short on time. Tiger Woods not doing too great.
He ought to wear shades.
He ought to wear shades.
Do you think
that's it for him though? Do you think there's
I hope not. It's sad. It's sad to watch. I mean, really, the story is Jordan Spieth. Can he win the 3rd major in a row this year?
Right.
Dustin Johnson, who has the lead after the first go around. Hey, he'd be a great story if he wins it too. But we're already out of time.
All right.
Time to eat caramels.
Can I get you to 7 seconds? Can you take the shades off? We'll be back right after this break.